Hi, guys. I'm just trying out live. I'm trying to see if I don't get strobing and if things won't be weird. Hi. I did not. Hi, Blueberry. I know I didn't tell anybody I was going live because I'm just trying to see if I can keep things right. Is the sound okay? Is it doing that weird strobing thing it was doing last night? Hopefully not. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. I am. Hi, Virtuous One. Oh my gosh, you still have your wrench. Oh, okay, so it carries over? Oh, that's good to know. See, that's why I'm doing these tests, because I wouldn't know that. You still have a wrench. Good to know. So I don't have to do things every single time. That's cool. I'm eating my breakfast / lunch. It's peanut butter with apricot preserves. So I'm putting up a video today. Did you guys hear about that guy? Am I vegan? No, I'm not vegan, Christian, but my man is darn near vegan. So I'm about to be vegan because we're going to be living together in a couple of weeks. So that's why I'm packing. I'm good. How are you, Virtuous One? I'm pretty good. The 3 dots are at the top. At the top, control your wrenches. Oh, thank you, Tobacco Row. You already have a mod? I thought you didn't need one. Oh, Black Conservative. Yesterday, when I did my live, I was practicing how to make mods and things. And so Virtuous One, I think you were my first mod, weren't you? And it apparently, when you make somebody a mod, it just carries over. So do I need one? I don't think I need a mod. That's strong. But I'm happy to have a mod. Thank you, Virtuous One. Yeah, I'm excited. I was talking to you guys last night about how like my first fiance ever found me on YouTube. Like before I got married, I was engaged. And that was a positive experience. He's a great person. But after my marriage, it's taken me a long time to find a man that I felt very, very comfortable with. So congratulations is in order for sure. Am I married? I will be. Like I said, I live by myself. So I'm just about to become one with my partner because he's not in the same state as I am. You need mods to block the trolls. Maybe, Christian. Maybe so. Maybe I do. I might. I do have trolls. After yesterday, they were trying to trigger me, but I can't be triggered. I'm a hard person to trigger. Hi, Jerome. This is something I wanted to try too. I wanted to see like how early in the day I could do this and still people be around. So yeah. Soto Nation Enforcer, just passing through. Okay, hi to you. He is 10 years older than me. Christian. No, I'm not shacking Story of the Black Conservative. I don't live there yet. So it's not official yet. It will be official next month. So no, I don't shack up. I don't play those kind of games. That's not what's going on. People were asking me about right now. And so I'm answering as of today in this conversation what's going on. You block your own trolls? I saw there's a way that I can do that, but you know what? I didn't see that option, but I will say it only took me 3 times to get this live up this time. I'm figuring it out. Blueberry King, I seem like I won't stoop low. Most of the time I don't, but you know what? I'm not perfect. So I can be very nasty, but it just doesn't happen often. I just don't. You know what? I grew up with some difficult people. And so I'm just a very forgiving person. I give wrenches if someone needs to drop a link. Oh, okay. Hi, Omega. My day's going well. It's just starting, actually. It's going well. My truck is going to be coming here in a couple days. So I'm trying to motivate, like, I'm sorry, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm eating my breakfast/lunch. So just bear with me. I didn't really think you guys were going to be here, to be honest. I thought I was going to be by myself. But I hope you're having a good day too, Omega. Thumbs up on the stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I have no strobing this time. They were telling me earlier that the sound was fine. I'm trying to move my head because my bun is like blending in with my thing. I'm not bald, people. I have hair. It just looks like I'm bald. Move to the right side of their comment. 3 dots pop up. That's where you block and time out. Oh, really? Let me try. Can I experiment on you, Tobacco Row? Will you not get offended? Can I time you out just for practice? I love you guys too. Irene, I hope you don't say what state you're moving to because, well, you know. No, I haven't said what state I'm moving to. I have too many stalkers. That's really unfortunate. If there weren't weirdos online, y'all, we would have such like a more tight relationship because I would love to just really like hang with you guys. So, but I can't because of the weirdos. The weirdos ruin it for everybody. Tobacco Row. Okay, I'm going to try to time you out. Hold on. Do I drink distilled water or any kind of detox? I bless my food before I eat it. And I drink, well, I'm from California, so I'm used to drinking hetchy water, but I like to drink spring water. Not distilled, just spring. All right, I'm going to try to time you out. Put user on timeout. So does he come back automatically? Oh man, I should have asked him that. Does he come back automatically when I time him out? What do I do? Oh, 300 seconds. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. There's sentry duties. Are you like, do you secure a place? Are you like a security guard or police officer or something? I'm from San Francisco. That's right. I am. And in San Francisco, we get water from the Hetch Hetchy. Oh, okay, 300 seconds, yeah. I think weirdos are part of our human ecosystem. No, well, yeah, Omega. I mean, that's true, but to be real, I feel like online people get behind a keyboard and a computer and they feel anonymous and it brings out the extra ugly in them. Because half of the stuff people say to me, I've gone through life, I'm an old lady, and I have never had people talk to me like that in real life. I just don't foresee these people coming up to me in the real world and being crazy. Let's see. Oh, police, nice. Nice. That's good. We need good people in our police force. We really do. People are down on police, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's good for us to be friends with our military and police officers because when the stuff goes down, we don't want to have made an enemy out of the people that we're looking to protect us. Like, they're our family too. Absolutely no water is better for you than 100% natural spring water. Well, with all the chemicals in the water. Oh, so Afro Synergy put up the video I did with him. I have to film on a better camera when I film with him. So it was very sweet of him to put it up because it didn't come out as clear as I would like it to come out. But if you guys go to Afro Synergy's channel, he put it up last night. Maybe I can put a link. Can I put a link? I'm going to try. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to try. See, this is why this is good, because I can attempt to do all of these things. And let me see. If you guys hear stuff, it's going to be Afro Synergy, because I'm going to try to go to his channel. And I'm going to try to give you guys the link to the interview I did with him. Let's see if I can do that. There has to be a faster way to do this. I'm positive that I'm not doing it the most effective way. Oh, there it goes. Cool. I did it. Let's see. I don't know. I've got to drink water. I really love water. Marcus, that's so kind. Thank you. I really appreciate that. There you go. I'm timed out for 5 minutes. How do I time? I didn't time you out. 15 plus years in paramilitary. Wow, that's like my first fiance before I got married. He is longtime military. He was like I said, he was a gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps when we separated. So I have a lot of respect for you guys. People don't realize what war does to people. We should just take sending our men and women to war so much more seriously because it's ridiculous. Trolls do love attention. That's true. Okay, I've got a question. How do you know when it's the right time to ask a girl to marry you? I've been with her since 15 and I'm 21. Yeah, I think you should, I don't know if you're Christian, Joseph, but you should pray. You should talk to your pastor. If you have a good relationship and you have good parents, talk to them. But I think it's good to get married when you're young. People say that it's bad, but you know what? You don't want all that baggage, all those bodies under your belt, and you don't want that for the woman you're with. So I think that it's good to get married when you're young. Pray about that, you know? Be sure, though, because marriage is permanent. Like, people play too many games with marriage. Marriage is a permanent thing, and it's not always going to be positive. Sometimes it's going to really suck. And you have to be willing to stick in there for the long haul. I was young when I got married, but I didn't have a mature attitude. So if you have a mature attitude about marriage, then it's a good time for you. Yeah, trolls are like they're a god behind this keyboard. I'm just like, you guys are so much keyboard thugs. Like, I have no respect for that. How can anybody take you seriously when that's how you move? I can't take anybody seriously who does that. People do take police for granted. People really do. People really do. The thing is that we need good cops. Like, I've had great experiences with police officers, and I've had a couple negative experiences with police officers, you know? But we just need more good people in the mix. We really do. We need more good people protecting us. I posted it. Let's see. And bozos. You stay away from cops and bozos. I like cops. Hi, Necessary Evil. I'm 36. I was 20 going on 21 when I started in 2003. Okay. Why did I call Tommy Sotomayor a wolf in sheep's clothing a month ago, and now you act like you like him? Did I call him a wolf in sheep's clothing? I don't recall saying that. I don't think I ever spoke on Tommy Sotomayor before. So, yeah. I don't know. If you've got a link to where I said that, if you want to tell me where you heard me say that, you can let me know. But I don't think I've ever spoken on Tommy Sotomayor. Ever. Hold on. My man is texting me. Can I text and talk to you guys? This is real life. This is really me eating breakfast and texting my man in the morning. So, not to be rude, y'all, but Got to stay focused. Let me just check this and then. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry about that, you guys. When will I be back on O'Shea Duke Jackson's show? I don't know. That's up to O'Shea. I got thrown off the last time, but I mean, we're still cool. I've talked to him since then. We're fine. He was right to throw me off because I was calling people names. But I have to say, when they called me a ghetto gagger, and y'all, I didn't know what that was, okay? That guy didn't get thrown off. My arch nemesis didn't get thrown off, but I was okay with it. So I'm sure I'll be back on his show. When, I don't know, because we don't really plan it out. He asks who wants to come on, and when he's been asking, I think I offered one time, but then I really wasn't available. And, you know, he tries to get as many people on as possible. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know if I can. How about that? I don't know how to send out messages. You know, sometimes how people send out messages like, I'm going to be doing this, or they have like a picture and then a message or a poll. I don't know how to do any of that, you guys. So if you guys know how to do it, can you please tell me? Because I don't know how to do it. All right. See, I got sidetracked, and now I'm like, you need to hit 1,000 of what under your belt, Omega? Marriage to some is called legal prostitution. I mean, if you think that marriage is an exchange of money and sex, it's legal prostitution. But marriage is like so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. It's much more deep than an exchange of money and sex. You've only had one good experience with a police officer? I've had many good experiences, and I have police officers in my family and military people, and I love both. Like, we need them. We really do. We need some sort of law enforcement. Cops are neither good or bad. That's true. Individuals are the problem. Corrupt people are the problem. It really is. Necessary evil. I'm not going to Netflix and chill with Tommy, but I do hope to meet up with him and we can do like a double date or lunch or something like that because he's really cool. And I do have the mic. I'm not using it today because I was a little bit intimidated, but I still do have, obviously I still have it because I just opened it with you guys last night. But I do have it over here, and I do plan to try to use it. I'm going to read through all the directions first, though. What could be the Matrix, Omega? I get why some hate cops because there are cops, but it is subjective, Soda Nation. In the comments in your video about do black women wash their hair, you talked about Tommy, but even if you forget that comment, you should still know about how you felt with him then. Do black women wash their hair? Let me go look at it. I'm going to go look at it right now. Let's see. I'm going to go look at that comment. Thank you for directing me toward it. Videos. That's an old video. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm trying to find that comment. Where is this video? Y'all, I don't even know where the video is. Hold on. It's part of my Ask a Black Girl series, right? Um, oh, okay. I found it. All right. Let me see if I can find the. There aren't a lot of comments on this video, so this should be easy to find. Oh, yeah, with regard to what he says about weave, that's true. I did say that. I did say that. That's true. I can't really say what was behind that comment, but I will say we were specifically talking about weave and how he's always talking about weave stinks. But nevertheless, it's important to note that I had not ever spoken to Tommy at that time. I hadn't seen his recent series, his one-on-ones. So that's not a fair statement. That wasn't nice. It wasn't nice of me. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Tommy. I did say that about you with regard to your views on Black women and their hair. But I don't like weave. I'm not against people who wear weave, but yeah, I'm not pro weave myself. Not to say I've never worn it, because I am a Black girl and I was young once. Just to say I wouldn't do it now. Okay, let's see. I am working my way down, y'all. Okay, because you know how I am with the comments. I'm from Brooklyn and there aren't any good cops out there. I'm sure there's at least one or two good cops, Blueberry. Yeah, they call me a ghetto gagger because my first husband was white. Because my ex-husband is white. But I don't know if it's fair to compare me to like a prostitute that's having sex on camera and being degraded. But I guess it was supposed to be a low hit. But like I said, sometimes what we say about other people says more, about us than it says about them. Like that comment that I made on Tommy. That wasn't a fair comment. I've spoken to him and it's not right. I'm torn about leaving that comment up or not, to be really honest. I'm going to leave it up, but I hate to leave something up that I think, isn't really accurate. Loving that you are now live. I agree that some cops should be schmucks, but I have to say I've noticed a change with them. Yeah, I think they're trying harder because their public persona is bad. I agree with you, RMA. We need more women like yourself with the core values and understanding the roles of the man and the woman. Most women don't get it. I don't know if most women don't get it, but I think the ones that are most visible don't get it. I think it depends on where you're looking for women. I go to a church and every woman in that church is exactly like me. Better than me. They're all better than me, to be really honest. I'm probably the worst one there. So it is common. It just depends on where you're looking. Tommy claims to like high-class women, but he has dated invited prostitutes. He admits, Christian, that Tommy has admitted that his choices are not the best, and he's speaking from a place of, I think he compared it to like a drunk person telling you not to drink. You know what I mean? So it'd be different if he was trying to say that he was like holier than thou or doing something, but he's not. He's a flawed person. Like, dude, we're all flawed. It is what it is, right? All we can do is strive to be better. Blueberry King, I can change my mind, can't I? Yeah, I mean, I said that about Tommy with regard to his views on Black women and their hair. And as far as him as a person, I mean, I can't fault the guy, right? I've had a chance to personally talk to him several times. Like I said, he's been very kind to me. And so that just wasn't a nice thing for me to say. And yeah, I feel like I should be able to evolve my views on people too. And it wasn't a nice thing for me to say. I'm not going to take it down because I'm not going to hide it, but it wasn't nice. And it was inaccurate. Now that I know him better, I think it's inaccurate. And he also explained why he started doing those ether videos, I think in either the interview I did with him or in mine. And it was kind of a gut response to being treated badly. And that doesn't make it right. But, He's a human being. Like, we're just people. Would I like to use my messenger? I don't know. Use my messenger for what? I'm not sure what you mean. Let's see. Go to his website and email him if you want to ask him something. Just invite him and he'll see it. What are you talking about, Soda Nation? What do you mean, like my man is a program? What does that mean? Soda Nation, thank you so much for subscribing. I like to have good people here. I like to have good people here, and I don't care that we don't agree on everything. And I like people that like to share their point of view because I like to hear what other people think. I think it's really important. I'm still working on this sandwich, you guys. Let's see. Hi, Captain James T. Kirk. You want me to give you a wrench and then take your wrench, Tobacco Row? Okay. Let me give you a wrench. Did that work? Do you have a wrench, Tobacco? That sex I had this morning was a Matrix program. Why are you telling us about your sex life? You need to stop playing. I'm way behind in the comments. Let me see. You're a white guy, but I can still trust you. I'm not worried about you, Tobacco. Just don't delete all the comments before I see them. Like I told you guys, I don't care to delete comments unless it's like violent or, you know what I mean? Like if it's something really crazy, then okay. But if it's not crazy, just leave it. Like I don't care if people are dissenting. It doesn't matter. But I did talk, I called him a wolf in sheep's clothing when, I did. Jesse Lee Peterson is a dog. I'm not going to ever take back what I'm saying about him. No, I'm not going to do that. He doesn't have to say he hates black people. He feels that white people are better than black people. And that's the problem. Skin color doesn't make a person better than another person. There are bad black people. There are bad white people. There are bad Asian people. Like there are bad people in the world. So I'm not going to double back on Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm saying that now. He could change and then I could change my mind. But as we stand talking right now, no. No. Okay. That is a negative. Due to relevance, I kind of don't trust anyone, not even myself sometimes. Really? That's pretty crazy. Jesse Lee is a good guy, but a lot of people don't understand him. No, I understand him. I'm pretty sure I get him just fine. He's out for a check. I'm like almost positive of that. There's nothing wrong with loving sex with a woman, Omega. Just love it with your wife. Just love it with your wife. It's a problem when you love sex with too many women. Because that's when you start getting AIDS and diseases and babies and all that kind of stuff. Why did my first marriage break up? I actually talk about that on O'Shea's channel. And the interview that I did with him, Captain James T. Kirk, it was just a two thing. First of all, I was young. I didn't bring my best me to the table. And ultimately, I became Christian. And the whole thing kind of just fell apart. It wasn't nasty or anything like that. He's a great guy. We just weren't equally matched. And we didn't take marriage as seriously as we could have. And for me, I know I wasn't developed as a person. Like a lot of the qualities I have now, I had then. But as far as knowing myself as a person, I didn't. So just too young, too dumb. That's pretty much what it was. Trust yourself, Omega. If you can't trust yourself, you're right. You can't trust anybody. Chino, I don't know. But I think some people just like to be insulting just to be flippant insulting. I think that's what it is. What church is this, Irene, that you may go visit? J-Rome? Find one in your area. I'm not a Baptist. I told you guys this last night, but I go to a independent fundamental Baptist church currently Strangely, I'm not a Trinitarian, but I do go to a Baptist church because it was just the most Bible-based church I could find in my area. It's hard to find good churches. It really is. And I'm not the best Christian, so it could be hard for me. Maybe God's keeping his people safe from me till I get my mind right, to be real. Maybe God is like, I'll let you have a great church, Irene, when you can be a great Christian. I don't know. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Every woman at your church is just like you. No, every woman at my church is better than me, James T. Kirk. These women are my superior in every way. Like, I feel like my game has to be stepped up when I'm around these women. They're such an inspiration. They're such a good example. Even the young women, the women that are my son's age are just literally amazing. They are amazing, beautiful creatures. I've never seen anything like it in a long time, especially being from California. And it's like a pleasure to be there. Like, I'm telling you, I'm the worst one. I am the worst female in that church by far, by a long shot. Let's see. Your YouTube Messenger is a circle at the top next to your notification bell. Circle at the top. Okay, but what good would my YouTube Messenger be? Why would I use that, Tobacco Row? I know you say you're old, but to me, you're aging backward. Maybe. Maybe I'm just moving very slowly forward. I think that's more accurate. I would show you guys a picture of my mom. I think I'm going to do probably on my Patreon, which is not set up yet, y'all, story time about my mom's death last year because she got sick with stage 4 cancer and died really, really quickly. And I'll probably show pictures of her. And she looked basically like me, but prettier until she got sick. And then all of a sudden she aged really, really fast. It was like crazy. So I think that's just a genes thing. You know what I mean? Concrete Rose, for me, having a few positive exchanges with someone doesn't negate the character that he or she has displayed for years. Okay, Concrete Rose, you bring up a really, really good point. You do. But let me say this. Let's say all of us have done things wrong in our life, right? All of us have done things that we're not particularly, we don't feel good about. And one day you might decide, like, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to be something better. And honestly, what we all deserve and what we should give other people is the opportunity for them to grow and for us to take that growth at face value. So I feel like it was unfair of me what I said about Tommy. And I talked to him about this. I told him that it wasn't until I saw interviews that he had done with other people that I thought I may have misunderstood him. But what I will say is in my one-on-one interaction with him, he has proven to be a good person. He seems very self-aware. He recognizes some things he does are not right and some things he stands by. I don't think he's a perfect person, but I'm going to give him that space. You know, he's presenting himself as a good individual and I'm going to treat him that way. Until I have a reason to believe otherwise. And I think if we, and I said this last night, Concrete Rose, I think if we nourish the good in people, if we give that attention, if we give that side of them love, then we can help grow that good in them. And to be honest, he spoke about this, you know, in the interview we did together, where he was saying that because people were treating him negatively, and I said this earlier in this stream, he started to make those ether videos. That's because people were nourishing the negative. And I think in all people, we have to try to nourish the good in them. So yes, sometimes people are bad people for a long time. And I'm not saying that's the case with him, but I'm just saying in general, in life, sometimes people are bad people for a long time. And there are very few exceptions to the rule that I think that when they decide to make a change or when they present themselves in a better way, that we shouldn't try to like nourish that. Do you know what I mean, Concrete Rose? The exceptions to that would be people who are like child rapists and stuff like that. Now, those people, I'm not giving them a second chance. But, you know, he hasn't done anything like that. He's just basically ticked people off because they feel he's a jerk. And I think we can overcome that. Do you know what I mean? I think we can move past that. This is the link to my messenger. It is good for adding people to your panel. Oh, I see what you're saying. Jessie Lee is I'll have to try that. But Tobacco Roll, that's too involved. Like, I'm one step at a time. I'll have to try adding people to my panel via messenger at some other point. But that's good to know. I am just happy Irene is a happy Black woman, and my condolences on your loss. Yeah, thank you, Omega. Yeah, cancer is a son of a bitch. Like, that was the craziest. I mean, that helped me grow as a person immensely. I became very present. Like I said, I'm going to do a story time about that. We won't talk about that now because I'll like literally cry. It just broke my heart, to say the very least. So we won't even talk about it. I'm doing videos on my wife, on JT Rose. She has cancer at stage 4. I'm very sad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is awful. That is an awful thing. I wouldn't wish cancer on my worst enemy. There's a little boy in our church, poor baby. He's like maybe 7, and he has cancer. And I remember when my mom was sick, we used to go by, like on the way to her treatments, we would have to pass by the Children's Cancer Center. And I would just think about what was going on with my mom. And I would think, like, how could a baby go through that? Like, how could children? I can't even imagine. Like, and the family, he's adopted. That family has like 4 kids of their own. And then they have 15 kids total that they've adopted, all special needs, all from all over the world, mainly China and Africa. They're just a beautiful, beautiful couple. And I pray for that little boy. And Tobacco Roll, I'll pray for your wife too, because it's so hard. It's like a heartbreaking thing. It's the most awful thing that I've ever seen happen to a person. I was like devastated. Okay, Archie, yeah, maybe a lot of people do misunderstand Tommy. I think that's true. That's true, Omega. He does admit that. You are a rabbit in the forest and the wolves are coming. Maybe. You know what? When I talk about, like, I didn't start dating until I was in my 30s, I really was like a rabbit among wolves. I really was. Because obviously you guys watch my videos, you know, my mindset is very different. And I used to be even more naive. If you can imagine that, like at 30 something years old, I was very naive. And so I had to learn, like I've learned a lot in that time. But the thing is, I don't want bad people to corrupt me as a person. I like myself as a person. And so I just feel like if you're genuine and loving toward people in general and just yourself, I think even bad people start to feel like, you know, like they don't feel good about themselves when they come for you. So, you know, I think you can solve a lot. But hopefully the wolves are not coming. You know what I mean? I'm not coming for anybody, so they shouldn't come for me. I know 100% crypto. You're having your lunch? Awesome. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's see. Rabbits are very cunning. They're quick too. Don't forget quick. Shake and move. Shake and move. Okay, let's see. Oh, did it cover every base? Get wrecked? Oh, hi, Get Wrecked. I see you're here. Most people go from hating Tommy to loving Tommy to hating him again. Yeah. I never hated him. I think hate is a strong word. It would have to be real deep for me to hate somebody. But you know what? Isn't that life though, JMO 1000? Like, we can like somebody and then not like them. Little kids do this all the time. The thing is that as long as we can come back together after we beef, like that's what really matters, right? It's normal to like fall in and out with people. That's part of a healthy relationship, to be honest. Think about people in your family. Do you not beef with people in your family and then be cool with them again? That's how you know that you have a good relationship with somebody. So why is my head blending into that thing? I can't stand that. Okay, let's see. My 5-year-old niece just rang her bell in Ohio. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Theron. That's crazy. And that's something I had to face with my mother too, is like, they like to pump them full of these drugs. But when we were talking about it, we were like, what are the chances this is going to come back? And it's just she's going to end up in hospice anyway. And they were like basically 100%. And that's what people don't realize. It's very rare. I have an uncle that has cancer right now. He's been living a long time with it. But the thing is, that chemotherapy is a beast. It's a beast. It is a real beast. Let's see. I've shared your video stream. Thank you, Soto Nation. I appreciate that. Love and hate are two sides of the same coin. You're so right, John Jacob. It is two sides of the same coin. It really, really is. Catch up? Okay. I think I'm caught up now. I'm caught up. If there's tech stuff you want to know on streaming, Tommy's a good person to ask. Modding and all. Yes, I have asked him, but I don't want to ask him too much because honestly, he was very patient on my interview. I'm telling you, because I had every kind of technical difficulty. You guys saw them? Man, everything was going wrong. If it could go wrong, it went wrong. Concrete Rose. I certainly agree that people can change. I'm a firm believer in growth and development. I'm certainly not the same type of person I once was. That's real, Concrete Rose. That's real. I mean, I know people that boast that they have never changed. I don't think that's something to boast on. Like, we should change. And even the bad stuff in us can really help us grow. We can learn so much from failure and mistakes, you know, if we're willing to be open to that. Tammy has a clear cell. Her chances are not good. I'm so sorry to hear that. Is her name Tammy? Okay, hold on. I'm going to get something. All right. So this is what I do. So I have this Bible I got from Church Bible Publishers. And in the beginning of my Bible, I have a lot of junk. But I have like a list. I'm going to put Tammy in there. That's why I'm saying it, Tobacco Row. I have this list. It helps me. I'm not really good at it, but I have like a list of people that I'm praying for. And I just jot it down. Like sometimes people will ask. And then sometimes I'll just see that there's like a problem. And I'll put it in there. And I'm going to add Tammy in there. And all we can do is pray for her. She may not get better. I know I have an aunt that's kind of a part of, I don't want to call them a cult, because I love them and they're really good people. But they wanted to take my mom when she was really, really sick to do a revival in LA. And I was like, my mom has a pump in her stomach that has to be professionally pumped by a nurse. She's dying and she's in hospice. And you guys have no plan. You just want to pack my mom up and take her for a revival in LA. And the thing is that we can pray for people, and that doesn't mean that God is going to make them better, because he let John the Baptist get his head chopped off. So if he's the greatest prophet that ever lived and God let him get his head chopped off, then we stand no chance in some stuff. But I think that we can still pray for people that they just have strength when they're going through that. You know what I mean? Because it's a monstrous sort of thing. It just really is. But can you believe that they wanted to take my mom to LA? She was like literally dying. Chemo kills faster than cancer. Yeah, chemo is crazy. It's a mess. If you really feel that bad about Jesse, can you please go to his show, call into his radio show, and tell him what you think about him? I love to see that. He is very open to people who disagree. One day I honestly would be on Jesse's show. If I could get on, I would definitely go on his show. But I don't know that anything would come of it, Do you know what I mean? I would do it just because I want to do it, not because I think anything could be accomplished, to be honest. Quality today is way better than yesterday, Mr. J. I know. I don't know why it was strobing yesterday. It was so bad. I'm telling you, everything that can go wrong goes wrong with my lives. I don't know why that is. Why is that? I'm not sure. You think Jesse will change my mind like Tommy did? I did watch Jesse's interview with Tommy. And Jesse had to pull back because Tommy wasn't as retarded as he is. Do you know what I mean? Jesse is on a whole nother level. That's why I'm like, they're two totally different people. So I did see their interview together. You know what I mean? The thing is that where I think Jesse goes too far is that Jesse says that white people are better than black people. He literally says that. He says black people have accomplished nothing. They've done nothing. They've built nothing. They're not about anything. They're immoral. He denies what sharecropping is. Like, he grew up on a plantation under sharecroppers. It was outlawed for a reason. It was outlawed for a reason. It was basically slavery. That's why they outlawed sharecropping. But he pretends like he doesn't know these things. And so that's why I just don't think at his age, you know what I mean? And here's the big difference between him and Tommy is Jesse is purporting himself to just be, I never do anything wrong. I'm so perfect. I just don't get angry. And Tommy's not like that. Jesse is fake and backward on a many, many levels. And I'm telling you, he's playing with that preacher thing. He's going to get himself sent to hell because there's nothing about a preacher in him. There is nothing. I wish he would crack a Bible open. That's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, those labs and drugs never help long term. They do create more problems. But you know what? They feel cancer is such a bad thing. And those people are so desperate, they're willing to do everything to them. There was a surgeon that was willing to take all of my mom's internal organs out, dip them in chemotherapy, and put them all back in. For real. Like, they just want to, like, at that point, they're like, you're so sick, just be a guinea pig. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. We'll just do anything to you. You're desperate. You're dying. It's pretty disgusting. Soto Nation, if I need another mod to help me out along my way, I can add you. I'll add you. Do you want to be a mod, Soto Nation? I can make you a mod. I have no, maybe I need to be like, I don't know. I'm not too worried about. If you want to be a mod, Soto Nation, just tell me and I'll make you a mod. Change is good. Always stay teachable. We all need to grow and not stay stagnant. Straight up, Chino. We really do. We really do. Oh, thank you, Get Wrecked. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate you saying that. Hi, Orion 2180. Thoughts about there being a cure for cancer? I've heard of this. I'm going to tell you something that I did observe in my mother. My mother had a cancer that promoted the growth of a cancerous liquid in her body cavities. And at the end, she couldn't eat at all because of the tumor that was pressing on her digestive tract. And she started to get better. Is that weird? Kind of get better as far as like the fluid started to go away and stuff like that. So I think that there's something to be said to some degree about fasting. And I've also heard that there are other cures for cancer, but it's hard to say, right? Because it's so dangerous, because when people know that individuals are desperate, they start making claims, and we don't really know if those things work. I would need some firsthand stuff, and I've never seen or experienced anything firsthand. But I would say, just from my mom's experience, I think fasting would probably do a lot of good for a lot of people. People don't what? Hold on. People don't only need help in a lot of things, but they need to put in the effort as well. That's true. I'm not caught up. Get wrecked. You're right. I was caught up for a minute, though. Tommy thinks whites are better than blacks too, Irene. I don't know, Christian. I haven't heard him say that. So I'm not sure. He seems to me to not like base people on the whole. And I have to say that's something we share in common. I don't, I have a problem with base people. I feel like it's an issue. It's an issue. Name something that the majority of black that we're supporting that is good. The majority? I mean, what is the majority of anybody doing that's good? Name something that the majority of anybody that's not black that they're doing that's good. Do that. You know what I mean? The majority of, first of all, I don't think the majority of anybody's good, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Good is very subjective. What is good? I think the majority of blacks don't promote homosexuality, and that's good. How about that as an answer, Win-O? The majority of blacks don't promote homosexuality, and that's a very good thing. Do you know who Crystalline Carson is? Crystalline Carson. Let me look. I'm about to know because Google will tell me. Carson. Not really. She's a writer, columnist, and blogger about interracial dating. I don't like glorifying interracial dating. I mean, what the heck is up with that? I don't think you need to glorify it. I think if you love somebody, they're a good person, be with them, and that no kind of dating should be glorified. Dating men and women dating should be glorified because that's the thing that's really in danger these days. You see my granddaughter, Ray, little bitty Ray. She's is better than anyone black or white or any color. Your granddaughter, Tobacco Row, is absolutely adorable. She is so cute. She really, really is. Do I agree that slavery was a choice? Yes. Yes, I agree slavery was a choice. That's some BS. And I've said this in my videos. Man, nobody should have been able to sleep safely at night. What is that? But again, I'm Geechee. And remember, my peoples were the perpetrators of the Seminole Wars. So I could have a different kind of view on this. I definitely think slavery was a choice. Nobody, no slave owner should have been able to rest in their beds safely at night. There's just no way in hell. Don't even get me started. It just ticks me off when I think about it. And I think the slavery that we're engaged in right now, the slavery that people are engaged in this country right now, in this world right now, that's a choice too. We choose to be complacent. We choose to be divided. We choose to not usurp authority over us. We choose to not do those things. Slavery was a choice then, and it's a choice now. We're all talking to each other as slaves right now, not trying to do anything about it. Why? Because we had a good meal, because we have a roof over our head, because we can go shopping every now and again, so we're complacent. Because it's too hard to organize, we're complacent. Slavery is always a choice. Chattel slavery was a choice, and this slavery right here, right now, that we are experiencing and don't even seem to care about is a choice too. Let's see. Some whites are better than blacks and some blacks are better than whites. That's why I like being an individual. Straight up, Chino, I agree with you. Okay, make me a mod. All right, let me make you a mod. Don't start just timing people out, dude, for no reason. Be a good mod, Soto Nation Enforcer. How about seeking remedies from an herbalist? I mean, if you're dying, I feel like you should do whatever you want, whatever you think you need to do. I mean, what could be worse? You're going to pump yourself full of drugs if you do chemo anyway. You might as well, at that point, you might as well try everything, right? Try what you want. They are trying to promote transgenderism in school, Sledgehammer. They really are, and that's why I homeschool, y'all. I don't have time to play their games. They play too many games. Too many games. They are after our children. It's disgusting. All the gender fluidity, gender confused, chopping off your body parts. That's insane. Who chops off their breasts to be a man? In what world? That is crazy to me. Let's see. I believe slavery was a choice, even if it wasn't the best choice. Yeah. Irene, not promoting homosexuality does not mean it's not being practiced. Consider the things one needs to go through in Hollywood. First of all, Hollywood is just a corrupt place. Me and Hollywood, I'm not with it. I think actors are corrupt. I think TV is corrupt. I think media is corrupt. I think anybody who is famous is corrupt. Sure do. They're all part of the same machine. And the fact that a bunch of, wicked people do wicked things, that does not surprise me. Not at all. Death or being enslaved, that was the option. Whose death? Soto Nation. Because a lot of different people could die. I think the option was death or enslaving. And we allowed the option to be enslaving, not enslaved, enslaving. We allow people, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something the Europeans do have right. When they don't like their authorities, they just kill them. Look at European history. They will slaughter the heck. That's why there are no monarchies. They will just go and kill everybody. A person with a slave mentality won't do that. A person with a slave mentality submits. They submit. That submission is exactly what a person with a slave mentality does. They just submit. So I could argue, honestly, if everybody who they tried to enslave would die, there's a rabbit that has luxurious fur, but people don't hunt it because the fur is no good after they kill the rabbit. So they just leave the rabbit alone. People should be like that. We should be so rebellious, so violent, so untamable that when somebody wants to enslave us, they're just like, it's not worth it. We'll never get a slave out of this group of people. But that's not how people are. People are like cattle. We're docile. Kenny Barth, thank you so much. But he's probably gone. But thank you, Kenny. Yeah, full of degenerate pedophiles. Yeah, pedophilia is rampant. The Man Love Boy Association, they would like us. That's why they're promoting all these women with juvenile-looking bodies. Now, some women do just have a juvenile frame. Don't get me wrong. But they're promoting women that look like little kids. That's why they're promoting being hairless. That is so nasty, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, as a mother of little ones, I have to tell you, hair nowhere is very juvenile and disgusting. Nobody should be attracted to that. That is very prepubescent. So there are a lot of things that are perpetuated by the system that are just very unhealthy and twisted. Like really, really unhealthy and twisted. Clarence Ray, that's a damn lie. Slavery was not a damn choice. Really, damn, Clarence. Just because some of the slaves didn't make it a choice because they thought we can be here. You're entitled to your opinion, Clarence. We'll just have to agree to disagree. Liberty or death, straight up, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Your name is my name too. Let's see. Think about it. I do agree it's a choice, but people's innate thoughts are life preservation first and foremost. A father of a family wants them to live. That's why it exists. That's so true. Get wrecked. That's true. But there comes a point. There comes a point where you have to decide, is it quality? And if it's not quality, if you love the future, your future offspring, if you love our future, where do you put your foot down? Where do you put your foot down at? Because do we want people born into slavery? And I'm talking modern slavery. Do we want people born into this modern slavery? Is that what we're trying to accomplish? I mean, I don't know. We have to all ask ourselves that. You made my point. A lot of people would rather submit to slavery than be killed. Yeah, true, Soto Nation. The roots of mental slavery run deep. The mental slavery is what kept our people in bondage, not the threat of physical harm. Concrete Rose, you're 110% correct. 110% correct about that. It's all up here. That is so true. It's not even about the physicality. It's a mindset. That's so true. Being hung from a tree is not a choice. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Whoever hung somebody from a tree should not have made it safely through the night. I'm just, Ben GP, I'm just telling you. Like, there's just no flipping way. There's no way. There's no way. You tell me right now that your daughter, your wife, your mother will be hung from a tree and you outnumber the oppressor and that person sleeps through the night safely. It should never happen. That should have been a bloody massacre. A bloody massacre. It should have been so much blood flowing through this country that nobody ever set foot back on the African continent again. That's what should have happened. It's not what happened. Like, history is history. But I'm telling you, when oppression reaches the point where it is ultimately just barbaric, an end has to be put to that. People cannot just sit by and allow that kind of stuff to happen. That's crazy. I don't understand that. Like I said, but I come from people that were hiding in swamps with Native Americans and just slaughtering, just killing slave owners left and right. So maybe because I come from that group of people and that was their reaction to slavery, I just can't see how that's not the correct reaction. You're talking about it was all in the newspapers. The Seminole Wars. I mean, you guys know about the Seminole Wars. They were slaughtering people, and every slave should have been doing that. That was the wisest thing that the Gullah people did, was get with the Native Americans and start killing everybody without sense. I mean, I don't know, but again, that's just my personal opinion. I don't know. I think death is a beautiful transformation. I think it's like, I think we're like in the caterpillar stage right now. And death is like becoming a butterfly. It's just another phase, because we know that this physical is nothing. Like, our spirit dwells in this thing, this little flesh packet that we're moving around in. Chosen 115, I agree with you. Modern slavery is a choice. Irene, one question off topic. What do you think about... I've not heard of that. HR 1242, new holiday, August 19th, represents slave in America. What is that about, Darius? What is that about? Hi, Tyrone. I've not heard of that. I have not heard of that. Have any of you guys heard of that? HR 1242? I don't know what that is. That sounds weird, but I don't know, because I've not heard of it before. If faced with the option of picking cotton or watching your kids get murdered, what would most choice mothers make? Soviet vape. Well, women will probably choose the path of least resistance because we're built to be submissive, which is why we have men. You know, that's why we have men, Vape King. We have men for that, because women will choose to be submissive because it is in our nature to be submissive. We're built for submission. But I'll tell you something. If the men move, then women move behind them. The thing was that not enough people were going to move. One individual is not going to move alone, right? People feel stronger when there are numbers. But, you know, as far as the woman scenario, of course, a woman's going to be submissive. What can a woman do other than be submissive? Like right now, you guys, here I am, 5'2" tall, tiny little kid hands. What am I going to do but be submissive in a situation like that? Even if I try to fight back, there's nothing I can do. I'm looking to the man next to me. I'm looking to the men around me to lead. And then I can be whatever I can do as a supporter. But that's not my fight. It's not my fight as a woman. It's not a fight that I can do much at. You know, we're too fragile. Women have too much crap going on. We have kids. We get pregnant. We're bleeding and stuff. Like, women aren't built for this life. We're not as strong. We're not as big. That's for the men to do. All a woman's going to do, Vape King, is submit. House of Pain. What's House of Pain? Who's on House of Pain? Just because a lot of the slaves, okay. We are all slaves to the system. Government means mind control. We all have to be self-governed. And we need outward anarchy. No masters, no slaves. Yeah, we're all a slave to the system. I'll agree with that, 450. I'm a single father. I see this world in a whole new way. It can be a very bad place. It can be a good place. It's all about choices and teachings. But when the system wants to make sexual laws, it looks like your comment got cut off because you probably have to finish it. Eskimo. Why'd you put a space? That made it so hard to know what you were saying. Let's see. What do you think about killing the niggas who kept Black people in slavery? Well, right now, even it's not just Black people in slavery. All those people that kept just Black people in slavery are dead. Right now, it's ultra wealthy people keeping everybody else in slavery. And they don't care about color. See, they only have us caring about color so that we'll be fighting and not overthrow them. They don't care about color. They look at us all as the same disposable, pieces of meat. Thank you, Notorious B. Natorious B. LOL, you're short. Yes, Ralph, I am short. 5'2". Very few people shorter than me, but I do know a woman, and she's 5 foot, and she makes me feel tall. People are too complacent. I agree, Virtuous One. Fun sized. I guess so, Notorious B. If that means tiny. You're not ever going to speak against your people at all. Well, define against, Clarence Ray. Define speaking against somebody. Women are hashtag delicate flowers to an extent, yeah. Thoughts on Kanye West? He needs an interpreter. But he's part of that system. So I think the thing is, sometimes people say stuff with substance and value, but see, that's how tricky people work, right? They mix things with substance and value with BS. And the substance and value part gets you. And I feel like Kanye West is one of those. I did a video on his thing with Trump. And I just said he needed an interpreter. But you know what? I told you guys yesterday I'm watching a series that Nylah Says is doing on sleeper cells. And that is a good series. And I advise you guys go and watch that. Because she really delves into how individuals present in one way. But if you look deeper into their politics and their behavior, they're actually a different way. So I know it's a 20-part series. I think next week she's putting up one every day of the week. And 10 of the parts are going to be here on YouTube, and 10 of them are going to be on her Patreon. So go to Nylah Says and listen to that Sleeper Cell series because it's actually really, really fascinating. Remember the Costa 4000 Canada celebrating slavery, slaves in Canada. But what do you mean celebrating slavery, Darius? What does that mean? What does that mean, though? I don't believe in aliens, Captain James T. Kirk. If you keep asking me, I will not change my answer. Slaves were bred just like we breed dogs for specific purposes. I don't think so. I think that you're right, that we can trace some behavior back to nurturing, but people aren't dogs. All right? People aren't dogs. We're not beasts. And I know that, Darwinists think that we're animals, but we're not. So our nature is all the same, We have a base nature. That's why you have to correct your children so much, because their nature is base. But we're not bred any sort of way, People aren't animals. Actual government sanctioned studies have shown that it takes 20 years to demoralize and destabilize a nation. This has taken place in various nations based on current conditions. Here, time is up. That's fascinating. Irene, am I a swirler? What do you say? E-H-E? What do you mean, am I a swirler? What does that mean? What are you asking me specifically? Yes, Clifton, I agree. The goal is to keep us divided. They want us caught up in these stupid divisions over skin color, over religion, over, rich and poor, over being male or female. As long as we're divided, we're not going to cause any problem to anybody in power, because we'll be too busy fighting over stupid stuff amongst ourselves. Is 5'2" short for a woman? Yeah. I think 4'11" to 5'2" are short for a woman. Get wrecked. Are you 6'2"? That's flipping awesome. Wait, are you a woman or a man, though, Get wrecked? I can't tell because you're wearing all that stuff on your face. If you're 6'2" and a woman, that's crazy. You should model. If you're 6'2" and a man, good for you. 6'4" is a great height for a man. Amazing height. I like to be next to people who are at least a foot taller than me. Like, everybody's taller than me, but the bigger, the better. I think women are good small and men are good big. I'm 5'3". I wish I was 5 foot. Virtuous one? I know, because I think women are so cute when they're small. Like, I think we look better when we're tiny. Brings out the masculinity in men when you're small. You have to go garden? All right, buy 450. Can Irene fit in my pocket? Oh, yeah, then you are a man. Okay, sorry, Get wrecked. I'm behind. Okay. I could probably 6'2". I can fit in your pocket. It depends on how big you are. Like, how much do you weigh? Like David Chappelle when he was president. LOL interpreter. Yeah. Yes, like David Chappelle, Notorious B. That was funny. I did see that. He needs that kind of interpreter. He really does. Because Kanye West, when he talks, you're like, what the dog crap? He needs an interpreter. Let's see. The black man and woman can never build. Well, that's just flipping. EH, why are you here? We can build. What are you talking about? We're made for each other. All we can do is build. It takes a concentrated effort for men and women to not build together. You have to be working to have a problem with the opposite sex, because men love us and we love them. So you have to be on some real extra stuff to get over that. Check out Angel Ramirez. I have checked out Angel Ramirez, and I asked Brother Sanchez, and I will have to ask him again to link me with him because I want to interview Angel Ramirez. So feel free to go over to Angel Ramirez's channel and tell him I want to interview him. Okay. Tell him to come to my channel. I know we won't agree on a lot of stuff, but I don't even care. I think he's a fascinating person. Clifton Brown, who represents your hometown well? Irene, here's a question that people today still ask. Is the earth still round or flat? I don't know. I'm going to talk to Brother Sanchez. After I talk to Brother Sanchez, I plan to have him on my channel. You guys can tell me. And I'll come back and I'll tell you what I think. Because I haven't heard the other side of things, so I can't say. Bye, Sledgehammer. Hi, Monte. Chino, I agree with you. Chino, we agree a lot. I know we don't agree on everything, but we definitely agree on this division thing. You're a dude and you used to model? Then why is your face covered? Get wrecked? Can you stand up for me? No. Why would I stand up for you? I'm 5'11". Irene Yvette, he had an angry interpreter. I know, I saw it. Notorious V. It was funny. I saw that with Dave Chappelle. I think Get Wrecked is covering his face because he wants to be anonymous. I don't, yeah, I think that's why. Oh yeah, put your picture up, Get Wrecked. Let's see each other. I like to see y'all. Half of you guys don't even have a picture. You'll tell Angel Virtuous One? All right, you tell him because I'm after him. He was on Brother Sanchez's live and I was trying to get to him. You guys know I love Brother Sanchez. He's like awesome. Will I ever do an interview with Rashida Strober? I don't know. Let me Google her. Who is she? Oh, she was on, okay, wait. Was she on O'Shea's panel the other day? Is that her? Because I think I might have her contacts. Let me see. So I will do an interview with her if she's willing to talk to me. I'm all about it. Okay, I have to open up my other thing, but I think I have her contacts. If she was the one that was on O'Shea's panel, I think I have her contacts. I would love to do an interview with her. I would love to. Thank you, Big Sap. Appreciate it. I looked at the moon last night. It looks pretty flat. Shut up, Tobacco. It does look pretty flat. Okay, I'll agree with you. They're trying to see your whole body. I know what they're trying to do, but y'all, this isn't that kind of channel. I'm not going to be putting on bikinis and showing y'all my butt and my boobage. The little cleavage you guys see is all you're getting. And that's only because my breasts are very big and I don't have time to just always be trying to extra specially cover them up. But as far as just being on here showing my body, I'm not going to be doing that for you guys. They have channels for that though, don't they? They have the chicks that do it. So that's where you should go for that. I didn't watch the whole interview, but I did feel they came down on her hard. I did ask for the contacts of both of those women. So I want to talk to both of the women that were on O'Shea's panel the other day. May I please have a ranch? I will be good. Monte Nash, I don't know you, do I? How well do I know you? You want a ranch and you'll be good? Why do you have to say you'll be good, Monte? I feel suspicious of you that you had to say that. That makes me think you're thinking of not being good. Are you thinking of being naughty? Be honest. Speaking of the moon, people were saying that it was hit by a bomb. Oh, I don't think so. I think if the moon had been hit by a bomb, our oceans would tell us. I don't even know how to put up a pic. Chino, join the club. It took me a while to figure it out too. Am I a flat earther? No, I'm not. I just want to talk to Brother Sanchez because I don't even know what they believe. So I want him to tell me. Checking in from Los Angeles. What's up, Lucky? My fellow Californian. What are your thoughts on international geopolitics, blacks worldwide? I feel like our skin color is a great unifier. And so there should be some organization there. But I think like we talk about these big plans, but y'all, we can't even get along in the same city. We can't even get along in the virtual world. Black people have to get along first. We don't even like each other. When we stop beefing with each other, we could talk about some global stuff, but we're a long way off. We can't even get a hold of the local stuff. We can't get along locally. So that is a problem. I told you how tall I was, degenerate. 5'2". Let's see. Wear a muumuu. I have a muumuu, and I do wear, well, I don't have a muumuu, but I have like flowy stuff. And I do wear it because I like it. My video keeps buffering. Is my video buffering, you guys? You guys tell me. How many of you guys are experiencing my video buffering, or is it playing okay for you? I can see it and it's playing okay for me, but is it playing okay for you guys? Where did I get my earrings? Oh, that's a good question, Suzanne. I probably got them from Nordstrom. I think I got these from Nordstrom, Suzanne. That's where I think I got them from. Or Dillard's. Nordstrom or Dillard's. One or the other. I should get a wrench because your name is my name too. I can't with you, John Jacob. Are you Democrat or a Republican? Neither. I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. If it wasn't seriously damaged, the moon intercepts a lot of space debris. Okay, yeah, possibly does that. Call it shades, not colors? Yeah, that's a good idea. Shades. The whole chat will have a wrench soon? I know, right? Everybody will be like a mod. I have about 15 minutes left before I get ready to do sentry duties. If you don't see my comments after that, you know I probably left. Okay, Soto Nation. I'm about to leave too. It's a doubling, 5-2. That's so kind, Virtuous One. Thank you. Blacks pull each other down, and a lot don't see each other. Like to see blacks get ahead in life. Yeah. Unfortunately. We have to work on the self-hate thing. It's like a real issue. Oh no, my phone is dying. The Galaxy 8 Plus, I really like it. That is a good phone. Much better than an iPhone. Not that I want to start any iPhone Android beef in the comment section. I'm just saying. In a relationship. Is that for me? Yes, I am in a relationship. Yes, I think paper money will be obsolete, Tim Gill. They're moving to that. And as a Christian, I recognize paper money has to become obsolete because there's going to reach a point where we won't be able to buy, sell, or trade without a level of control. So, yeah, paper money is out the door. We're moving digital just on the whole. Should blacks only focus on American blacks? We can't even think as big as American blacks, degenerate. We need to think locally. Can blacks focus on the blacks in their city, in their neighborhood? We can't even function that well. We don't even function well enough to function on a community, just neighborhood level. Before we can focus on American blacks, we have to even be able to focus on the blacks that live next door to us. Like, I'm telling you, our people have a long way to come with that. Who's Mrs. Smith? Get wrecked. Who's that? Really, there are many states you can't vote if you're registered independent, Clint? I've never heard that. Is that true? Oh, you have my phone? Yeah, I like this phone. This is a good phone. I like it. I really do. I'm mad that like this, when I bought this phone last October, this was the only case that they had. And that was kind of obnoxious. I need a new case. But I love my phone. Do you think the black guy you're dating now is a beta male because he is picking up the white man's trash? First of all, I'm not trash. Second of all, I promise you, because you're on my live with no picture and no name, that the man that I'm with is far, 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 far better than you. ZTE mobile phones coming to America. What is that? What's ZTE? I've never heard of them. American currency is worthless. Currency is worthless, period. The iPhone is a better choice because if your phone is stolen, a thief can't turn off the GPS tracker. iPhones are hard to, like, once they've been stolen, they're useless. I will give iPhone that. But then that's all I can give iPhone. We are a debtor nation. That's true. Debt's very popular, but debt is necessary to keep the slaves in check. I talked about that with Afro Synergy. This is the link. I'm going to put it. Oh, darn it. I was going to put the link in for Afro Synergy, my thing with Afro Synergy again. But let me see if I can find it. I talked about that with Afro Synergy. Let me try to pull that up again because I want you guys to go watch it. Although I was having technical difficulties, y'all. So keep that in mind because, you know, I live in a world of technical difficulties. That's why I'm doing this live today because I'm trying to sort out all the mess. Go watch that. Yeah, virtuous one. Thank you. So you thought about getting me a ranch stick. I'm gonna need you to stop calling it a ranch. All right. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I just wanted to try this in the middle of the day to see what was going on. Thank you to my mods. I really appreciate it. Next time I do a stream, I will pick a different time of day and I will do it vertical just to see how you guys like the vertical streaming and just to see if I can figure out how to stream from my phone. So yeah. Ben GP, I'll answer your question last. Do I think women are more sexual because some women seem more sexual? I think women are more sexually attractive, and I think men view us as sexual because they view our bodies and our voices and our hair as sexy. But I don't know that we are more sexual per se. I think we're more sensual. So there we go. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. And thank you so much for joining me in the middle of the day. I will get this live thing together, y'all. I'll be able to tell people in advance and do things correctly. So just bear with me. These are just tests. And so I appreciate you guys testing it out and helping me. All right, bye-bye. Maybe bye. Let's see if I can figure out how to get out of the chat. Can't do anything.